Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Ark Basics. I'm Phlinger Phoo, and picture this. All right, you're cruising along through the edge of the swamp, and then you're fighting off. You know, you've got out your pike, you've got out your spear. It's early game, and you're like sitting there going, "Okay, well, here's this Titanoboa. Quick, let's stab it in the face. Woo! All right, you know, you barely killed that guy. All right, another thing comes at you. Woo! You barely killed that guy." And then all of a sudden, as soon as you think that you're done, out comes this massive dino out of the swamp, out of the water, just ripping at you as quick as it can. It rears up on its back legs and it just shreds you. That's right, we're talking about those guys. Yeah, the Spinosaurus. Yeah, we're gonna be talking about those guys because these guys right here, they used to not be nearly as cool as they are now, but now, holy crap, these guys are fast, they do a ton of damage, but yeah, even though they're fast and they do a ton of damage, they're still subpar to like the T-Rex and stuff like that. Yeah, they're good, but they're not super good, but they do have quite a few different functionalities that are pretty dang cool. Yeah, all right, so, and we're gonna discuss that. All right, so today, let's pop in, and I think there was a Spino... There was a Spino over there. Generally, Spinos, they tend to pick fights with a lot of things and then end up getting themselves dead. So, that might have been what happened to that other Spino over there. And I had one inside my base not too long ago as I was getting ready for the old TLC patch, and I'm not sure what I did with it. I mean, those guys are so small. I mean, I figured I might have just put it in my pocket and then, you know, washed my pants. I'm not sure. All right, that's not gonna happen. All right, but yeah, so yeah, before you go out and you want to tame these guys, I would recommend, I mean, you used to be able to go out and tame these guys with an Equus, and at one point in time, I told people, hey, yeah, just go out and use an Equus. No longer, all right? These guys are just too fast, they do too much damage. Equus, not an option, all right? But you still need the Ichthyornis because these guys, their preferred food is either argent kibble or prime fish meat. Now, you can also tame with mutton, but if you tame with prime fish meat, it's going to tame up faster and it's going to tame up with higher taming effectiveness because it eats the prime fish meat faster and doesn't lose as much taming efficiency from eating the prime fish meat. So, if you don't have argent kibble, get yourself an Ichthyornis, and then go out and grab a whole bunch of prime fish meat while you're taming the thing up. But also, make sure that you take out some narcotics, because these guys definitely are narcotic fiends. Their torpor goes down pretty dang fast. So you want to make sure that you have your knockout weapon of choice, and also your... your narcotics plus your argent kibble, and I'm missing my argent kibble. But I also want to go grab some prime fish meat while we're knocking out this guy today. And then after we're done knocking it out, we'll take it around. I'll show you a few different uses for it, because these Spinos are actually pretty dang cool. Now, at one point in time, these guys were good for going out into like the oceans. They were good as a beginner mount before the baryonyx, you know, out to the oceans. But at one point in time, if you got off it, if you were under the ocean, you were like halfway down to the bottom, and then you popped off it to loot something, the thing would skyrocket straight to the surface. That's no longer the case though, and it really created some bad situations, you know, ones where you could drown trying to get back to your dino because it was just gone. Yeah, it's pretty bad. But now, if you're underwater, now I'm not going to show this on camera, but if you're underwater and you actually have your dino following you, it's not going to bolt to the surface. It'll actually stay underwater and it'll drown for you if you want it to. I don't want it to drown for me. I just want to ride it, but still, it's kind of cool. You know, it's kind of, you know, a hit or miss kind of thing. You know, you take the good with the bad. You can actually drown your Spino, but it's not going to run away from you the moment you get off it while you're underwater. So that's the thing. All right, so now that we've got that covered, let me go get my argent kibble, and then we're going to go see if we can... Oh, there's a raptors and a Thursday. No wonder that Spino's gone. And also a Bronto and everything. All right, so yeah, let's get our argent kibble, and let's head out, and let's go see if we can tame ourselves a Spino. All right, see you guys in a minute. All right, I guess that Spino didn't pick that big of a fight. Okay, so there he is. All right, so now when you're knocking these guys out, you need to make sure that you don't use like I mean, you can use a primitive crossbow, but you have to be very careful not to kill them while you're using the primitive crossbow. And this guy, he's gonna come at me, but you have to make sure that whatever you're on is something tanky, something beefy, something that can take the hits. And these guys, they move super fast, right? And this is kind of a new thing. They used to not move this fast, but now they do. So if you watch old videos on how to tame these guys, it's gonna be a lot different. Oh, you're stuck? If you're stuck, dude, just say you're stuck, man. I'm fine with you, but you're not stuck. All right, fine. Fine, man. I'm gonna knock your butt out anyway. All right, you can take the hits, Oreo. Oh, he's already running? Okay, already running. All right, you want to make sure you do not knock them out in the water, because even though they will run towards the water, they do have an oxygen stat, so they can drown in the water. Oh, no, I thought you were keeping going, man. Dang it. All right. Oh, you're going over towards my taming pin? I'm fine with... Wow, look at this sucker go. All right. What? Dude. Stop squirreling, squirrely. All right, come back here, man. Wow, look at this sucker go. All right. Seriously? All right. I'm on. Come on, dude. As soon as I fire. All right, now, if you're going to lure this guy into a taming pen, which I thoroughly recommend luring them into a taming pen, it just makes things easier. You want to make sure that you go at least 3 or 4 walls high on that taming pin, because these guys, they can actually walk over 2 high walls. Sometimes they can actually get over 3 high walls. If you have a windowsill or windows inside of your taming pin, they can walk right over the edge. Now, this guy's torpor, it's going to be going down pretty fast, so we want to make sure that we put a whole bunch of narcotics on him. And then, what? My Tylo was freaking out. All right, but yeah, also, we want to make sure that we keep meat on him at all time while he's taming, because with these guys taking prime fish meat, it's a lot easier to tame them nowadays than it used to be. All right. There you go. All right, come on, bring him back, dude. All right, and I'm just going to use a sickle on this guy. Ha ha ha! Come on. Gimme. Gimme, 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 gimme. Dude, get back here, man. All right, there's 11 prime fish meat. All right, now let's go get another one. Yeah, if you use this method, it's generally pretty dang easy. Where you going, dude? Get back here. Alright, you guys are freaking me out. Alright, salmon, get over here. Alright, I see one right there. Yeah, we need to get back to that guy because his torpor is going to right there. All right, get him. Get him, dude. Circle back around. Get him. Seriously? Back here, man. All right. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, just hurl it at me. Thanks, dude. All right. All right, come on, buddy. All right, so now that we've got a bunch of that, let's head over here and let's put all this stuff on him. And I want to make sure that I put extra meat on him just in case. Yeah. All right, there you are, Oreo. Keep watching. Hey, there's a Phoo. All right. Okay, now, yeah, see, his torpor's already going down. All right, let's throw this on there. Yeah, see? He tames up super fast with prime fish meat, and then his taming effectiveness is going to go down super slow. But prime fish meat, it fills up more on less food, which means that he has to his food has to go down less before he actually gets up, or before he actually eats. If you were to throw mutton on here, because I believe the prime fish meat is like 30 food, it's really not that much. Here, we'll do it on camera here really quick. And then if you throw a mutton on it, it's like 50, no, it's like 60 or 75 or something like that. Maybe it's 80. It's a lot of food for the mutton to go down. So you're going to have to use more narcotics, more everything. So that's why Ichthyornis, it's the preferred taming method for these guys if you don't have the Argent Kibble. If you have the Argent Kibble, throw some Argent Kibble on him, and then everything will be fine. I've got 10 Argent Kibble right here, but I want to use the prime fish meat to tame this guy just to show you how much more effective it is. All right, now I'm going to keep an eye on his unconscious meter, and then while we're doing this, and then, come on, let's get down. If it's Did you just eat? Okay, so it's 25 food. Yeah, 25 food. That's super simple. All right, so it's even less. All right, so yeah, I'm going to get this guy tamed up, and I'll bring you guys back, and I got to keep an eye out for raptors because that's a thing. And yeah, see you guys in a bit. All right, and just so you know, these... Take off Dimorphodon. All right, these... Dimorphodon's always creeping around the Spinos. All right. But yeah, these guys right here, they are longer tames than Rexes. They're a lot harder because their torpor goes down a lot faster. But if you're using prime fish meat, they're actually a lot easier to tame than a Rex normally would be. Because it just eats faster. And yeah. That way there, if you're going to tame one of these guys, I would thoroughly recommend using the prime fish meat. And I've already given him some narcotics. I already given him 50 narcotics. I didn't want to wait until his torpor went down to like the R and the P like I normally do. I actually didn't wait. I went right around the N and the S on the unconscious meter. That way there, it'll just be going up because I have a feeling he'll be done by the time that it goes up and then back down again. Yeah, I'm hoping so. And then also, I'm thinking there's some sort of alpha around here. But anyway, all right, we're not covering... Oh no, you're just a parasaur in the sunlight. Fine, man. All right. All right, so hey, yeah, I will bring you guys back when this guy finally gets up, and I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, Andy's up. All right, so he actually tamed out pretty well. It's not too bad. Used up all but 4 of those prime meat. So the 11 prime meat that I had with my ×4 taming settings was actually really effective. All right, so now that he's up, oh, he's still gaining torpor. I must have given him a few too many narcotics. All right, so that happened. All right, but let's go get a saddle on this guy, and let's go see... you know, where we can, where we can kind of stick it. You know, what all we can do with this. Come on, buddy. Let's get your butt over here. All right, let's put this Argent Kibble back in here because we didn't use any of it. All right, now let's head over here and let's see. And now the crafting the saddle is actually pretty easy. Let's pop that thing open. Spino. All right, so there we go. It's level 71. It's actually not too bad. It's 45 cementing paste, 200 fiber, 380 hide, 25 silica pearls. Pretty cheap. The silica pearls might be a bit of a pain in the butt, but not too bad. Yeah, all you have to do is raid some beaver dams and you can get it. All right, let's see. Saddles. Bam, gimme. Right there. And then, come on, gimme, gimme, gimme. I want it. I want it now. All right, there we go. Thank you. All right, let's put this sucker on you. And then, of course, it's getting nighttime. So, yeah, I'm going to wait until... Where'd you go? Why are you over there, man? I didn't leave you there. Is this what happened to my other Spino? Right. Okay, so let's get this guy around. Now, this guy's actually got 3 different modes. Now, I will explain those 3 different modes. One is whenever they go into the water, they get a buff. All right, whenever they go into like a lake, a river, anything like that, they get a buff, which increases their damage, their movement speed, and their turning radius. It's pretty impressive how much it is. All right, it's like 20%, 25%. It's a big buff. All right, so you want to make sure that you're kind of bouncing in between the two of that, you know, on land, off, in water, kind of thing, so where you can maintain the buff as much as possible, because it lasts for 30 seconds after you come out of the water. So you can go into the water, you can get your buff, and then you can come out, and then you start smacking that T-Rex around, and then until your buff fades, and then you can go back into the water, come back out, and then smack some more. It's really cool. All right, and also I believe it's also health regeneration as well. All right, but also they have a couple different stances. One is they have this stance right like this, and then up like this, they attack pretty dang quick. All right, but they have reduced speed. All right, I'm going to cover this when it's daylight. All right, I'll bring you guys back here in a minute. All right, now it's finally starting to get morning time. I brought you guys back a little bit early before the sun's completely out. Yeah, look at the sunrise over there. Yeah, and the sunrise over there. All right, but yeah, the Spino has 2 different stances. One is they're down here on the ground like this, and down like this, they move a little bit faster. They get increased movement speed, but... Oh, it's down. But they can only do the phase attack. But the phase attack is still pretty fast. All right, here, take a look at this. Let's munch on this trike right here. Hey, Mr. Trike, come on. Get over here. All right, so, all right, now if we back up like this, all right, we hit harder. It's a little bit slower, but yeah, I think the DPS trade-off, you do more damage on your back legs. It's pretty cool. All right, but there's another trike over there, so let's get down like this. Now let's pop in here and let's get this buff from the water. As soon as we get in here, see, look at that. That buff right there. Now let's increase our stamina where we're going, and let's highlight that buff. See, it's hydrating. Your dino's speed, health, regeneration, and damage are boosted. Now, as soon as we come out of the water, this is gonna last for 30 seconds. So here, watch it. All right, we got stamina. Let's get up like this. And then, let's pop back up like this and just start whacking this guy. See, we were doing 161 against trikes. Now we're doing 186. So yeah, this is a thing you kind of want to keep going on this. We were gored. All right, so yeah. All right, and then also, inside the water, these guys move super fast. Whenever they're swimming, it's pretty impressive just how fast these guys will go. Come on, let's get into some deep water. All right, apparently the water's not deep enough. All right, yeah, suck it, salmon. I'm coming through, man. All right. All right, let's get over here. Yep, take your poop. Over here should be some deeper water. But yeah, these guys are really good. Early stage water mount. Well, not early stage, but pretty decent stage. All right, so they actually go pretty dang fast in the water, like this. When they're in the deep water, they go a little bit slower than the run speed while they have this buff, but it's still really impressive. I mean, these guys go wicked fast. If you can keep to the beaches, the shores, yeah, just kind of skirt along, a little bit in, a little bit out. Seriously? Yeah, suck it, piranha. Alright, but yeah, if you can keep just to the edges like this, so where you're not fully swimming, but you're not fully along the edge, you can get going with some pretty impressive speeds. Why aren't we getting the buff? Why don't we have a buff? Give me buff. Oh, what? You want a piece of me, Mr. Piranha? Come on. All right, there's my buff. There we go. Now we're back to cruising butt. All right, but yeah, I would recommend uses on these guys. Some people like to do the bosses with them. For me, I think there's just better things that you can use against the bosses. Rexes, Allos, for Aberration, Megalosauruses, and Reapers. But these guys on Aberration, they don't take radiation damage from down in the Wyvern Trench, or down in the Rock Drake Trench. So you can actually take one of these guys down there and get Rock Drake eggs, because they are really impressive climbers. I mean, they can go over just about anything. Here, let me show you. Yeah, let's go up. He should just be able to go right up the... No. A little bit more. All right, a little bit less. A little bit less. I was getting a little bit too feisty. Yeah, okay, see, right up that. Yeah, kind of decent slopes. Yeah, pretty much anything just about 2 or 3 high, you can go up. It's like this right here. Yeah, we should be able to go right up this. Come on. There we go. Yeah, I mean, they're really impressive climbers. They're really fast. As long as they have that buff on them, they're really fast. And just remember that, yeah, there are better things for the bosses. You can use these guys for the bosses and also the Rock Drake Trench on Aberration, but there's better. And that's one of the problems that the Spino has had its entire time in game, is, yeah, it's good, it's cool, it looks nice, it's really amazing, it's like that new hot rod that you just got, but there's always something better. Yeah, that's the problem with the Spino. But then again, Spinos are pretty good. So, yeah, alright, they're kind of like, you know, hey, do you want really fast damage, or do you want a really beefy thing? It's like my decisions normally between an Allosaurus and not an Allosaurus, or a Rex. And because Allosauruses, they do so much more damage, but Rexes are so much beefier. Yeah, it's just the same problem with the Spino and an Allosaurus but then again, an Allosaurus can actually have more hit points than a Spino. Yeah, so that's the thing. Yeah, Spinos really don't have that much hit points. but they also do some pretty impressive damage. So yeah, it's kind of a trade-off. But then again, I hope this video helped you. Yeah, then again, I'm not saying anything bad about Spinos. Spinos are great dinos. They're just kind of lacking in just about everything else, unless if you use them as like a waterborne scout. Then they rock. There's really not much better. Seriously. Yeah, if you use it as a waterborne scout, right along the edge of the water, these guys will take you anywhere you're going, and they'll do it super fast, which is awesome. All right, but then again, let's talk about some builds. All right, so now we're talking about builds. Let's go. If I were going to use this as just a waterborne scout, I would actually pump up probably about out of every 5 levels. I would go with 2 as movement speed, 1 as melee damage, and then 1 as stamina, and 1 as health. That way there, you can just get going super far, super fast from the edge of the island to another, and without having to worry about it. If I was going to level this guy up as a tank, I mean, he'd never be as good of a tank as a Rex, but I would still go with, out of every 5 levels, I would go with 1 in stamina, 2 in health, 2 in melee damage. Because, I mean, even though a lot of people would be like, hey, pump a lot of levels into health, you really don't want that, because no matter how much you pump, you're never gonna top out like a T-Rex, so you might as well not neglect the melee damage, because the more DPS you're doing, the less damage things are gonna do back to you if you can kill it quick enough. Yes, anything that's with their hit points reduced to 0, they're not going to be doing damage. So that's kind of their means of damage reduction, is just killing the thing before it can do a ton of damage to them. Yeah. All right. And then also there's another couple ones that you can use, but like a pack animal kind of thing. Some people use that with Spinos for something like that. I would put the main one up as the tank. And then all the sub ones, I would go 1 in health, 4 in melee damage, because you don't have to worry about stamina because no one's riding it. And then you can get just a herd of Spinosauruses that are just annihilating everything. They'll shred everything. It's really impressive. All right, so hey, I hope I covered everything on the video. I hope this helped you out in your taming experiences when it comes to the Spinosaurus. Remember, Spinosaurus, it's good. It's that new hot rod, but it's more like a raft, you know? It's more like a speedboat. If you use it as a speedboat, it's going to do wonders for you. If you use it as a land mount, your primary land mount, there's a little bit better. But then again, it'll still get you there, and it'll do it in style. It'll look great while you're doing it. I mean, face it. You pull up there in the Spino, you're like, hey, yeah, look at my new rod. People are like, yeah, paint flames on it, buddy. All right, but yeah, I hope the video helped you out. If it did, hit that like button down below. I really appreciate that. Until next time, this is Phlinger Phoo. Take it easy, everybody.